Hello and welcome, my name is Ajaxpost and we're back here once again in SimAirport. And it's early morning, our first flights of the day have turned up and already the passengers have disembarked, the arrivals, the flight crew, have boarded, so they're starting taking passengers on. And let's see where we are today. I mean, it's only 6:15 and the airport's already very busy. I've made a couple of changes. I'll just pause it here for a second. You may hear jackhammers or pneumatic drills going on in the background. That's because I've been doing some building and scheduled a bit of building, which obviously is what the guys are doing now. Let's stop the screen from floating around. Now, there were a couple of things I've been thinking of doing for a little while. You may recall I've had this little zone up here sort of planned out as an extension of my visitor conference area and so on, and I have actually played through with creating that. It's a little bit awkward rearranging those rooms, to be honest. It's not a big deal, it can be done and it works quite well, but it's just a bit finicky. And then I was looking at what we have at the moment and I saw we had all sorts of unused space around here. So what I've done is I'm actually going to be expanding this visitor area out this side. It's just going to be that bit easier. It does mean relocating the lavatories, but I can deal with that. I know what I'm doing now, he said fatefully. So what I've done already, before you join me, let's go back down again, is I've filled in this area here, which is all green pasture land. So I've extended that so that I've now got a solid continuous foundation upstairs to build this extension on, which is what the guys are doing right now. What I've also done while you were away is I've added a couple more flights into the schedule. Now that we've got our standby gate, which we know is working, it has one flight actually scheduled today, but or during the day, but otherwise it's, as you can see, it's a standby gate for most of our operating hours. I put a couple more flights in here on gate A3. I had a gap sort of late morning, early afternoon. It was just a sort of a gap, you know, to give us some breathing space, just to make sure that the flights could get in and out. But I've thought, seeing as we've now got the extra capacity and so on, let's see if we can ramp up the number of flights. In fact, how many flights do I have? If we need, I think we need to go here, don't we? Perfect ops. Yes, I've got 35 now. Ooh, I got perfect ops yesterday as well. Excellent. So we will end up with 37 flights coming in on our 2 runways, which is quite reasonable. We're not doing early morning flights. I will do that in the next airport, but this one it means jiggering around with schedules and stuff. Just tedious work I didn't need to sort of worry about, to be honest. So we will worry about that later. We've got enough money coming in, I think. As you can see, we're currently at over £6,500, dollars rather. Yeah, not a real currency. Actually, neither's the pound these days, is it? Let's be honest. So where are we? Let's have a look at our profit and loss. I am losing money because I'm spending so much on building all these this extra foundation and stuff here. So they'll carry on doing that. Should I get them moving a bit faster? Let's do that. Could do some more research actually. I keep forgetting this particular tab. Let's lower. That takes it down to 25. 10% by 10. Let's lower the income tax. We'll do that. That'll be done quite quickly. So, as I mentioned at the end of the last episode, this is going to be the last one in this particular series of SimAirport. Once we've got this sorted out, we'll just fast forward a bit and just see how successful this airport can be on a full day's operation with that many more flights. And once we've got that, we will sell this site as a going concern, rake in lots of money. Let's have airport value, nearly 7 million, which is quite a nice starting pot for a brand new airport. So the next series will start with building something entirely from scratch, hopefully based on something approaching a real-life airport, or as near as I can get it within the constraints of this game and my talent, both of which do have limits, to be honest, the latter in particular. So what we'll do, we'll just wait for those guys to finish building, and we'll come back and start finishing off that new conference zone area. Okay, so the guys have finished building that new zone, so let's start putting some rooms in there. I think what we can do is make use of this funky clone feature that we have in this build of the game. I don't think we can put... Actually, if we... Can I clone... What happens if I clone these two conference rooms here? Will that work? So we'll need to shift them around like that. That does work reasonably well. I've got a nice corridor there in that zone there. So that will give me sort of walk space. I think that will work. Now, do I have room for the toilets? I'm not sure if I do in there. Or I could space the toilets out. Okay, well, let's put those in there. I think let's get the chaps building that, and we will see how that goes. Actually, let's pretend to clone the toilet area. So if we clone from there. I can't really squeeze them in there, can I? Well, that's slightly annoying. We will find a way, however. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that at all. Right, if I take one... actually might be able to, I think. No, we don't have room for a... Sorry, we don't have room for a door, do we? But we do there. Oh, I think we can do this. Yeah, absolutely. Let's take those two again. No, not that. Let's clone that from clone. Thank you. Click definitively on it. So that goes in there. And they can go. It doesn't look like they'll fit there, does it? Oh, they don't. No, of course they don't, because I wasn't including the wall when I did that. Oh, you actually don't need that much space. I don't need that much space. Let's stop this for a second. So if we take... Let me just do one for an example. Yes, if we take you there and put you in... No, we will clone you from there. This is going to be, it's going to be quite small. I'm actually making them smaller, I think. That should be okay. And then we'll put a wall in there. And we could make them broader. Yeah, we could do that. We could. Yeah. Let's see how the guys work that out. And actually put a door in. There. Okay, I think we're going to be able... I think we will have room to put the sinks in. Definitely. So if we take those there. No, not there, you fools. The door there. Oh, they've gone and built them already. Oh. No, they haven't. No, they haven't. Excellent. So there's a door there at the end. Remember where you put things. What am I like? Actually, yeah, let's dismantle that room entirely. Okay. That means I can then use those dismantled units to stock to fill this room. Yeah, that works. It'll cost me slightly less. Good, that's right. That's not a female restroom anymore. So we can now put in objects, comfort. There we go. 2 sinks. So we can put you there and there. Put another toilet stall in. Oh, because I've got a plant there. Get the plant out of the way. Yep, that's fine. Can we get a builder up here to dismantle? There you are, thank you. Well, they're quite quick, especially when you've got them on fast speed, actually. That's how it works. So we had objects in comfort. The toilet stall. Stick you in there. We could put one in there as well. No. I have a feeling there can be issues if you have a different number of toilet stalls or urinals and sinks, so you want to sort of match them up. Otherwise you get people going to the toilet and not having anywhere to wash their hands, so they then wander the building in aimlessly looking for a sink. Yeah, stick the plant in there. Not there. Clumsy man. In there. Okay, and we will clone the tiles as well. There we go. That's that job done. Okay, I could then mark that as a female restroom, can't I? Female, female, female. There you are. Splendid. Yeah, it's got issues at the moment, but I'm not going to worry about those. We are going to take this for actually let's build it from scratch and then just move things around. Is the male toilet going to be no, I think it's the same size. It is the same size. I'm sure it is. He said. Q. There you go. Stick Q on the end there. That's it. And Q. We'll take the tiles from there. I have a feeling this might be unusable because there is no actual way for people to get to it. To be honest, because there is no door from any other point in the airport. I like how I'm still making lots of money despite spending all this on building. 142 grand. Let's repay some of our loan. We could probably repay all of it actually before we start our next airport. That would be good, wouldn't it? That would be splendid. That is a very tight corridor, but yeah, that's the way of things sometimes, isn't it? Okay, and let's actually dismantle. Yeah, let's dismantle all that. And unzone, or dezone, whatever the appropriate term is. That from there, and that from there. That's good. And we will also, need to dismantle these facilities there. So I can put them in here. Oh, the female restroom is now working. So I can zone that one as a male restroom. Just like that. Splendid. And we want our comfort zone things. Let's build comfort. There you go. More toilet stalls. And I will put them round this way. Like so. Sinks. Like so. And we should have a potted plant somewhere in stock. There we are. We've got 2 of them. Nope. Plant. There you go. That is superb. Right. Okay. So what we need to do, let's actually dismantle all this here. Yeah. From. Whoops, yeah, just that there, and then that there. I think we'll need to put in extra carpeting. So it's still a lovely place to visit. Oh, interesting, we seem to have more female executives than we do have male. Or then they're not fussy, one or other. It doesn't tell you who they are, does it? Do they look particularly... I can't tell if they look female or not. Not that it matters these days, of course. No, absolutely not. Well, not in terms of important stuff, anyway. Okay, let's put you there and down there. This is cool, and then we can put some more conference room space up here. Actually, we do need... we probably do need a couple more offices, because we need sales reps to work with the... Yeah, we need a couple more... Yeah, we probably need a couple more of these offices for our own staff, our own reps, so they can engage with the executives from the different airports, different airlines, not airports. How are we doing in profit and loss? Oh, come on! 2.5... Oh, goodness. Let's get rid of that loan. Buy, buy, buy. Excellent. So my credit report... Well, it will be brilliant once that's out of the way. Debts and liabilities, nothing. Oh, love it. Okay. While they're doing that, let's just have a quick check of our flight status, make sure that everything is working tickety-boo. I'm seeing all sorts of green asterisks on the planes, having... Oh, you guys are departing a little bit late. Oh no! And he was 2 passengers short. Bother! Okay, A1 and A3. Now I think that flight I have actually rescheduled for tomorrow. It's going to be a little bit later. 3:30. Yeah, there it is. The Hawaiian one now. What is your problem? What was your problem? Let's have a look at that. That was A1 3:30. A1. Where are we? 3. That one there. Okay, if we bring you in a little bit, can I take you out? There you are. Give it a little bit more boarding time. It should be alright. I mean, 134 passengers, that's not a huge number, to be honest. Maybe I am actually reaching saturation point, because as we noted in the previous episode, I've not actually increased my ticketing desks or security zones since adding all these extra gates and flights. So I may now actually be hitting that kind of limit. Okay, right, so we need a couple more offices. Now the offices... Oh, I need to zone those as conference rooms. So you're a conference room, and you're a conference room. There you go. So offices, they need to be 4 by... Oh, they don't... It doesn't say it needs to be a certain size, does it? Or does it? I think they need to be at least... I've got some very small ones, haven't I? Oh, that's very small. That's tiny. But to be honest, all they're doing there is sitting in a room at a desk. So 3 by 3. That does seem a bit mean, doesn't it, really, to be honest? So how's 4 by 4 look? So if we put one there, except I can't see that because I've got the overlay turned right on down. Zone overlays, let's turn it up a bit. There we go. And another office, 4 by 4. I'll actually stick it over the other side. Which I'm wondering, can I get 2 in here? Yeah. And yes, I can. Though that one's not really. Because that needs to be a wall, doesn't it? So if that's 4 by 4. Okay. And we need to unzone that bit in the middle. It looks a little ungainly, but let's see how that works. So let's put some walls up. Yeah, that doesn't work, does it? Not at all. So let's cancel that entirely. Yeah, let's cancel that. We won't put an office there at all. So that just does not work. What am I doing? I'm taking out the zone. So we're going to have a wall. That's... No, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. I could make them longer and narrower, couldn't I? Yeah, that's what we'll do. So that's 3 by 5. I think that would work. So let's put that office back in. We'll make you just 3 by 5. And then we'll stick you with a wall. Going like that. Yeah. Actually, no. Well, I can't cancel that now. Oh well. Okay, and we will stick a wall there. Do we? No, I'd like to have more space. I like. You don't want corridors which are just too horribly narrow, do you? That looks quite big for an office, doesn't it? Oh, they're going to be tiny offices. I'm not going to worry about that. When I build the new airport, of course, they will have properly sized offices. That they will be lovely. Honest. Yeah, I believe that too. Can't spell door. There you are. Oh, I've got 3 of these in stock. That's handy. So we will put you there, I think, and we'll have 1 there and 1 there. That's cool. And the equipment we need, we clone you. That, oh no, that was dismantled. Don't dismantle. Don't dismantle that at all. I want to clone. Clone, there you are, that's better. And we could put you in... Oops, yeah. A bit like that, perhaps. That's fine. Yeah. And I don't know, we'll put in an office desk in here. Fortunately, these chaps don't really have what you might call windows. Where's the front? Oh, there's the keyboard. So yeah, we'll have you round that way, and you can be around that way. And your chair go there. And there, isn't it, I think? Yep. Do you want a plant? I think we should have plants in there. We use the same plant we've got. Oh, you've not... no, you're not. You're under construction. Let's copy that plant. And we'll put you... there and in there for want of anywhere else to put it. Okay. We need to deal with this zoning properly, don't we? Let's clear that. Clear it. You know, my mouse clicking is getting very inaccurate. Okay, let's get these offices built. We're at 8:30 in the evening. We're making loads of money. Again, 200 grand. Okay, we'll clone that carpet. We use the same carpet in all our offices. There we go. And we'll also mute 2 places as offices now. Just make sure you're all in office. Indeed you are. That is splendid. That's looking good. Some more comfy seating while our guests are waiting for their meetings to start. That'll do nicely. Some more plants. Let's put some more plants in there. Let's use these. There. And always in the corner, of course. Oops, didn't tile that doorway. Let's get that tiled. Okay, so it looks like we have 4 spare offices, I think. Yeah, every other office is occupied. So we can now employ 4 extra admin staff. These are sales reps. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. Right, and we're coming to the end of the day. 11 o'clock. We made a loss. Oh, how did that happen? Possibly on possibly on hiring staff. Oh well. No worries. And we're going to lose our perfect ops bonus, of course, as well, because we had those 2 missing passengers. I don't know if there are any others. There we go, and we're into a new day. And there we are. Yesterday seems so far away. Every other flight looks like it worked fine. Excellent. Right. So, our profit and loss yesterday. 40 grand. That's not too bad considering the amount of money we spent and the fact we've repaid all our loan. Our perfect ops, we didn't get it. No, we had 1 delayed flight, 1 significantly delayed flight presumably, and 2 missing passengers. Darn, we know that. Yep. Airport value 7 grand. I keep saying 7 grand when I mean 7 million. That's cool. And our credit report, I'm not quite sure. Credit history, maybe it's because we're slow paying back the loan, but we've got very good credit rating now, so we're okay with that. Now we've employed all these extra sales reps, so let's actually get them assigned to these airlines. Now, how do you know which airlines have staff assigned to them? Yeah, it comes up here in the airline detail. It'd be nice if it came up here actually, in the actual overview of your contracts. Air Malta we're okay with. WestJet, okay, we can give WestJet a rep, I think. Oh yeah, you're on Air Malta already. I suppose you guys go. Yeah, you're at the bottom, so we'll assign you. Pacific, we've already got one. A Ford Air, no. We've already got 4 flights from you guys, so could do with improving our relationship. Juno, got 2 flights with you. Do we have anyone else? Hawaiian, we must have reps with Hawaiian. Yes, we do. Nobody else we have flights with. Okay, so Juno, Union. Who do I want? There's no more flights by the look of it from Juno for some reason. So we won't bother with a rep for them. Not that we're actually going to continue with this anyway, because, as I say, this airport is about to be sold. But we'll give you a rep. Which again might improve our relationship for tomorrow. We're just playing one more day here. Aerostar, you've got 1 rep. Air Belgium, you must have 1. Yep. Rexicana, no. Atlantic, we do have a flight from Atlantic, so I think we've got 1 rep left. Oh no, we've got 2 reps. Oh, we've got 3 reps left. Gosh, wow. Okay, in which case Belgium Air is a major customer, so we ought to get they ought to have 2 reps. And Malta or Hawaii, I think, were our next others, weren't they? Malta, 8 flights. Hawaii, 4. Let's stick with Malta. Give them last unassigned sales rep. I'm not assigning our actual admin staff as such, our senior admin staff, because they can still do research, so I want them to focus on that. I mean, they can do both, to be honest, as we know, but I'm not going to let them. Right, so there we are. That's the build complete, I think, for this airport. So what I'm going to do now is just... oh no, it's not missing. I thought that was missing carpet for a second, but it's not. So I'll roll this forward and we'll see how tomorrow pans out, and we will bring this series to a close at that point. So I'll see you in the blink of a video effect. And so here we are on our next day. Everyone's moving into position. All the passengers are coming and going, as they tend to do. And a final couple of comments, really. I clearly have space I can use within the airport to build extra facilities and so on. But that would mean a fair amount of rejigging, I think, which I don't want to do on this airport, as we said before. It's not exactly designed for further expansion. I mean, I could expand down here, and I've got room to add extra gates and stuff. That's not an issue. But what I'd like to do is start again from scratch and see if I can design one from the get-go, from the ground up, to be properly and efficiently designed. We could do it with this one probably, but I want to have a go from scratch, because I did start a few way. Remember back about 20 odd episodes ago, we did start this with the starter airport, from the sort of tutorial starter, and I'd like to start from grassland. So what I'm thinking of doing for the next series of SimAirport is waiting just a little bit. There's a couple of things that I need to get done, one of which is to sketch out the plan for the airport I want to create. And again, I'll ask you, if you've got any real-life airports that you think could work as a SimAirport simulation, then by all means let me know. And if you've got links to the actual sort of diagrams or schematics or plans or some view of the airport, which I can then use to base my airport on as a kind of template, do let me know, either in the comments to this video, or if you're on Twitter or Instagram, just connect with me on there. You'll find the links to those in the description below, and they do pop up, as you've probably seen, as little pop-up boxes during the video too, if you're quick. That is. And the other thing is, I want to wait for the release of the next update. Now, it's been a couple of months. I think this is a July build I'm working on, and the team have been very busy over the summer, well, excepting of course their summer break, which everyone deserves, building a whole new set of features into the game, most to do with modding, to be honest, but they've also added what sounds like a really nice, cool feature, is remote gates, and I'm really eager to play with those. I could go to the Edge branch, but it's going to be arriving in full release fairly soon, I think. Well, early access full release at least. So that's what we're waiting for. So the next series will begin once we've got the next update to the main game, to the main sort of build of the game, and also when I've got a plan worked out for the next airport. It shouldn't be too long, possibly a couple of weeks, maybe a little bit longer. Depends how much work still needs to be done in the update from the developers. But it looks like everything is going reasonably smoothly here. Difficult to tell with people running around, but if we look at our flight status, how are we doing today? Oh, it's looking good. Oh, we've gone past where we got problems yesterday. So those 3:30 flights, yes, they're all working fine, including the 2 new flights I added into, I think it was gate A3, I added the extra flights into. So that's all working well. Looking good. And profitability is obviously spectacular. Nearly $500,000 in profit today. So our airport value, 7.5. Our credit report, airport value is going up. Credit history, that must obviously be to do with the fact I didn't repay the loan as quickly as I possibly could have done. But I was using money for other things, so I'm not going to worry about that. Cash flow, that looks very good, doesn't it? I love a gap that big. Oh yes. Okay, yeah, it looks like our standby gate hasn't been needed today, by the look of it. Let's slow this down a little bit further and just check. Did we have any flights going from A4? So that first one in the morning is scheduled. That's fine. Nobody else, which is quite impressive actually. So it looks like, even though I do have very busy gates, if we look at the schedule itself, it's not the tightest. There is a bit of a gap, and some of these planes do have quite long boarding times, so they have room to manoeuvre, as it were. But I'm really quite impressed. I could put another large flight down there actually, couldn't I? Missed a trick there, but hey ho, we will see what we can do in the next airport. But that's quite impressive that it's working so smoothly with, as I said, what looks like a fairly limited set of ticketing and security areas. Are these the executives have gone home by now, haven't they? Yeah, they have. Right, actually, can we have a quick flick around? Oh, one other update I think they've made that they're making for the next patch to the game is the cash registers will now show total revenue for the day, I think, not just what you got in the last hour, which was always rather annoying. Food joint. Good grief, the pizza made over $1,000 today. Sushi, nearly 1,000. The bar, even less. Disappointed. Cash machines, $600. Beautiful. And these, they're probably making some money. Actually, that's not too bad, actually. The arcade machines, they're earning nice sums as well. I could probably do with more arcade, actually. More entertainment for the people. 600 from these ATMs. That's well impressive. There's food offerings down here. 1,000 for the health food. 700 for the small bar. 400 just for coffee. And that one's $1,000 for desserts. Who doesn't love dessert? And even this coffee kiosk out here, in the entrance and the lobby, is doing quite well. Final check. Nope. Nobody wants to eat or drink in the baggage collection area. Curious, but that's the way. That's the way it works. We'll not worry too much. Right, so that's it. It looks like the game day is coming to a close, as is this game and this current series of SimAirport. So we'll just wait for these last few flights to come in. Air Belgium, that's a modded plane, of course, as indeed is Air Hawaii. Again, I just love the design, the colours on these modded aircraft. Actually, let me just stop that for a second and let's get rid of all these other overlays. Get out of hide the UI mode. So we don't want the zone overlays, we don't want that, so we're completely free of all that that text getting in the way. Although we do get the little the little lines for the baggage and the fuel delivery. Excellent work. Look at that, 5 flights in and everything's working so smoothly. It's beautiful. Your Atlanta Air. Nice. Good, good, good. Right, so here we are at the end of the day. We'll just turn the day over, have a quick look at profits, and that will be it for this series. And there we go, and it's midnight. Excellent. I still have $1 million in the bank. I'm happy with that. really, really am. Okay. Yeah, that's still a very nice gap between income and outgoings. Profit and loss for yesterday. We came in at nearly 300 grand. Beautiful. Perfect ops. We did it. 37 flights dispatched without a problem. Good job, people. I love my people. And the airport is worth 7.5 million. And our credit report 735s. Yeah, that's gone down a bit, and the airport value has obviously gone up a little bit. Right. So what I'm going to do here, I'm doing a quick save of this airport. There you go. Just in case anything untoward happens when I do this. Not that. This. Airport value, sell the airport. And there it goes. I have $7.5 million. So this is where we're coming into the next series. I hope you'll join me for that. It will, as I say, be in an indeterminate amount of time in the future. I've got to get the plans together. If you've got any ideas, thoughts, suggestions for an airport I can attempt to simulate here, just give me a note either in the comments below or on Twitter, Instagram, one of those places. Be fabulous to hear from you. Or when the developers release the update that is currently going through Edge. Once that gets released to experimental or default build with remote gate and all that other good stuff, we'll be seeing a new airport built here on the channel. But thank you very much for joining me today. Hope you've enjoyed this series of SimAirport. If you have, give us a like. It'd be great to see that. And of course, if you want anything, have anything to say, suggestions, criticisms, anything at all, drop a note into the comments box below. And of course, if you've not already subscribed, please do so, and then you'll know when I upload the next series of SimAirport, or indeed any of my other Let's Play videos on this channel. But from me, Ajaxpost here, concluding SimAirport for the time being. I'll see you again soon, but until then, bye bye for now.